Hello everybody, and in this part of the course we're gonna build our first real project. Let's get right into it. So, as I'm sure you all can guess based on the title, the project that we're gonna be building is a calculator app. But if you want to be able to build the app on your own, you will need to know and master those three requirements, which are the basic variable types such as string, int, and double, if statements, as well as user input. If you forgot any of those, come back to the previous videos on the course and refresh your mind on those topics. After you know those, you can continue watching the video. Now that the requirements are out of the way, we can head to VS Code and start coding the real project. So in order to build a calculator, we need two different numbers, and a math operation. For this project, we are gonna use only the four of the basic mathematical operators, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let's start by prompting the user to enter the first two numbers and actually storing them inside of a variable. So we will do so by writing console.writeLine, and we will log to the console the statement, please enter the first number. After that, we are gonna need to store the first number, so we're gonna instantiate a variable of type double, which we will call num1. Then we're gonna need to do the same for the second number. Just like that. Now we also need the mathematical operator, which we are gonna prompt the user for. So we're gonna start with console.writeLine and write inside, please enter the mathematical operator. The asterisk means multiplication and the slash means division in C#. Now we need to actually store the mathematical operation, so we're gonna do string math operator equal to console.readline. So now that we got those out of the way, we can start checking what the math operator is. So we're gonna instantiate a variable of type double, call it result. For now it's gonna be 0. We're not gonna touch it, we're not gonna do anything with it. We're gonna write if math operator is equal to plus. Those two equal symbols means to check if the left side is equal to the right side, which is exactly what we want to do. We want to check if the math operator is in this case equal to the plus. And if that's the case, we're gonna say result equal to num1 plus num2. Now we have to check all the other options. So we're gonna say else if math operator equal minus, we're gonna say result equal to num1 minus num2, and the same goes for multiplication, which is again defined by the asterisk symbol. And now for the final operation, which is division. But division has a small problem. In math you cannot divide by 0, can you? And we divide always by num2. So that means if num2 is 0, we cannot do it because the program will crash if we run it. So what we're gonna do, we need to check two things here. First, if the math operator is slash, which stands for division, and if num2 is not equal to 0. Which how we do it in C#? There are two ways. First, we can just write another if down here, but it's a bad idea to have nested ifs like this. So a better idea will be to use the AND operator of C#, which is denoted with two AND symbols. And now we have to check if num2 is not equal to 0, which we do so by writing num2 not equal to 0. This expression right here, the exclamation mark followed by equals, means not equal. So this if statement in line 24 basically asks, is math operator equal to slash and num2 not equal to 0? If they both happen, we can safely divide num1 by num2. Otherwise, we will not do anything. Now the final thing to do is log to the console the value of result, and if all of those statements did not occur, we need to prompt to the user that something has went wrong. So we're gonna use an else statement. Just like that. So now we need to log the value of result at each one of the cases. And that's it. The project should work. So now if we run it, just like that, we're gonna write .NET run. It will ask us for the first number, which we're gonna, for example, input 15. Then for the second number, we can say 10. And if we write asterisk, for example, we should get 150 as expected. Let's give it another shot. First number, let's say 10. Second number, 30. And minus. And we get minus 20 as expected. So this is our first real project, a calculator app that fully works with the basic for operations. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, sub, share the video, and we will see you on the next one.